Right now, a live look at Pfizer Forum, the site of tomorrow's GOP presidential debate. Coming up, we'll break down what to expect.
Plus, what you need to know about protecting yourself as we see the potential for triple-digit temperatures in the coming days.
And we do have a first warning alert day for that heat over the next few days, right through Thursday. Heat index tomorrow approaching 110. More coming up.
Good steamy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka with your first warn forecast. Kelly, just how hot are we going to get this week?
Well, it's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be the worst. I mean, it's going to be bad today. It's going to be bad tomorrow. It's going to be bad Thursday. But tomorrow is going to be dangerous. This is going to be things that, people are going to have to really use caution being outside, because we could see that heat index up close to 110 tomorrow, 105 to 110. In some locations, especially as you get in these river valleys where a lot of that moisture just kind of settles, could be talking about even over 110. So all of southern Wisconsin, this will continue today, this afternoon, right through Thursday. So if you have any things to get done today, try to get it done this morning. If you got to get the lawn mowed, if you have to do anything outdoors this morning, maybe taking a run or a walk, try to get it done this morning. Heat advisories go into effect later this morning into the afternoon, and that's when we'll start to see that heat start to build. It's tomorrow where we have the excessive heat warnings across all of southern Wisconsin. This means that heat index above 105, approaching 110 going into the afternoon. Right now, it's not bad. 62 currently in Madison. It's not too humid yet. We've had this nice easterly wind keeping those temperatures down a little bit. Quite a bit of sunshine expected as temperatures climb up close to 80 at the noon hour. Should be topping out in the lower 90s. Heat index in the upper 90s later today. 91 expected. A lot of sunshine. It will be hazy today with temperatures approaching 91 this afternoon. Talk more about that heat and also how long it will last coming up in about 15 minits.
You know it's going to be hot when Kelly Slifka thinks it's going to be hot.
Just too much. Yeah. Too much.
That guy spent too many years in Texas. All right. Thank you, Kelly. Now, with the heat, it's important to remember the signs of heat stroke and heat exhaustion. You can see here on your screen, we've broken down the differences of the two and what to look out for. Some of the symptoms of a person having heat stroke experience high temperature, dry skin, throbbing headache, but they won't be sweating. Again, they won't be sweating with that one. On the other hand, someone experiencing heat exhaustion will be sweating. They can appear pale, have muscle cramps, and feel tired and weak. Some of these symptoms do overlap, but it's important to remember the main differences. If you think you or someone near you is experiencing heat stroke, the CDC recommends calling 911 right away. If it's exhaustion, head somewhere cool and get that person something to drink.
Some good reminders there. Hey, we've got some places you can go to cool down if you don't have AC. Public libraries in Beloit, Janesville, and Verona are all open for you to use. And in Middleton, City Hall is open from 8 until 4 on weekdays. The police and fire departments are available 24/7. For the specific hours of each cooling center location, head to channel3000.com. We also have a list of cooling centers in your community scrolling at the bottom of your screen all morning long.
Well, it's not just humans that experience heat sickness. Plants can get heat stress too. If your plants are in containers during the high temps, they can get dormant. That's because they're not taking up as much water as they normally would. If your plant is wilting, check its soil. If the soil's dry, water it. If it's not, wait until it is dry before giving it a drink. Plants at heightened risk of drying out during the heat include beech trees, birch trees, and shady hydrangeas.
This is the start of 3 alert days in a row. You heard Kelly because of that high heat. Keep track of the temperatures and what's to come for your weekend, too, when this wraps up over on our First Warn weather app.
The lineup for the GOP presidential debate scheduled for tomorrow night is officially set.
This is new overnight. Shane Hogan is here to break down what candidates you'll be hearing from in Milwaukee. A big night for that city, Shane.
Yeah, Leah, that's right. The lineup is set, and the candidates for the Republican primary are ready to take the stage at Pfizer Forum tomorrow night. There are 8 total candidates that will be in attendance. Those set to take part include Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, businessman Vivek Ramaswamy, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, former Vice President Mike Pence, and former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson. Now, notably absent from the debate stage will be former President and current frontrunner for that nomination, Donald Trump. Trump confirmed on social media Sunday that he would not take part in the debate, writing in part, quote, "The public knows who I am and what a successful presidency I had." In lieu of appearing in Milwaukee, Trump has reportedly taped an interview with former Fox News host Tucker Carlson that may be released Wednesday as well. We will have full team coverage throughout the day tomorrow on the debate. You can find everything you need to know over on channel3000.com.
All right, a lot of eyes on Milwaukee. Shane Hogan, thank you very much.
Well, as organizers set the stage for the event, others are getting ready to protest it. A handful of groups plan to protest in the area, among them the Coalition to March on the RNC 2024. This group is going to walk from Red Arrow Park to Pfizer Forum in what they say is a family-friendly demonstration, protesting what they call the GOP's racist and reactionary agenda.
People in Milwaukee are concerned for their well-being in the presence of people who have dedicated massive amounts of time and money into hurting them.
The coalition says they'll also protest the Republican National Convention in July next year in Milwaukee. Coming up tomorrow, I will be live outside of Pfizer Forum to preview Wednesday's debate.
Developing news this morning, a man is in the hospital and expected to survive what police are calling an attempted homicide. Officers say it started with a weapons offense call along Greenway Cross in Madison around 6:30 last night. They found a man with gunshot wounds there. First responders taking him to the hospital. He is in stable condition this morning. Police do have a suspect in custody as well. They say it seems like this was a targeted incident. They are asking anyone with information to call Madison Police or submit a tip at p3tips.com.
If you are walking around, folks, stop what you're doing and come to your screen and take a look. Police in Janesville are hoping you recognize this man. He's been missing since August 8th, so they're asking for your help to find 55-year-old Tracy Snyder. He's about 6 feet tall, 200 pounds. If you know where Snyder could be, please give Janesville Police a call, 608-755-3100. That's 755-3100. You can also contact the Rock County Communications Center or Crime Stoppers.
The State Patrol going to be extra vigilant today in Rock County. Heads up, they'll be conducting aerial enforcement on I-39. Pilots will monitor traffic from the sky, then they'll radio troopers on the ground when they see any traffic violations. Wednesday, they're going to be out on I-43. That's in Walworth County.
We're learning pollution like the smoke that we've been seeing from the Canadian wildfires isn't just bad for our physical health, but our mental health too. A review of more than 100 studies on pollutants' impacts to the brain shows anxiety and depression increase when people are exposed to high levels of pollution. It's also associated with a higher risk of dementia. This new data comes as the EPA awaits approval of a proposal to reduce the standard for acceptable levels of air pollution, citing growing evidence of the harm.
More local news, the city of Madison applying for a safe drinking water loan. Wisconsin's DNR says the city wants to improve its public drinking water system. The money would go toward replacing water mains as well as treating at least one well for PFAS in the city. The DNR is looking for you to submit feedback on the loan. Check out this story over on channel3000.com to learn how to submit. Comments, by the way, are due September 1st.
Here's a reason to cool off and catch a movie this weekend. Marcus Theater is celebrating National Cinema Day with some discounts, some pretty good ones too. Sunday's National Cinema Day. Again, it's Sunday. On that day, you can buy a ticket for any movie, anytime, just $4. Regular size fountain drinks and hot dogs are also going to be on sale. Sam Adams seasonal beer is going to be available for $3 a bottle at available locations. Marcus Theater locations are some of the more than 3,000 movie theater chains across the country participating in National Cinema Day.
Hey, great way to beat the heat and take in one of these movies this summer that's been such a blockbuster.
Yeah, if you've been waiting to go see Barbie or Oppenheimer, maybe this weekend's your chance.
Okay, 6:08 coming up. The Platteville Pioneers prepping to kick off their season next week. What head coach Ryan Munns, a Highland native, by the way, smart guy, has to say ahead of the game.
And we stuffed the backpacks after stuffing the bus, and now it is time to distribute all of these backpacks you donated to local kids. We're live with the Boys and Girls Club in the 608.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjord's furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords Furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us.
It's our pleasure.
Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun. Now get a Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Lightning with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail trade assist cash and $500 low APR cash.
Do your armpits need extra care? Try Dove Dry Spray with 1/4 moisturizers. It helps your skin barrier recover after shaving for softer, smoother armpits. Try Dove for effective protection that's kind on skin.
We've seen what you would do for a Klondike, so we're raising the bar. Now we want to see what your hometown would do for a Klondike. So get together and go for the bar, sandwich, or cone. Go for the glory.
What would you do for a Klondike? Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Well, we're back in the 608 this morning with continuing coverage of our News 3 Now Back to School Supply Drive.
Josh Breider is live at the Boys and Girls Club this morning with how they're getting ready to hand out all the supplies that you folks at home donated. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we're live this morning, and I'm calling our News 3 Now contributor, Laura Ford Harris, because you've been waking up early with us many days now.
Yes.
For good reason, though. Look at these backpacks. Another successful year.
Amazing. Look at all the supplies that are inside. You know, I'm excited about the different folders and binders. There's a pencil case. There's rulers. All kinds of amazing things that whoever receives this backpack is going to be so excited to have. And so they can take it to school on that first day and be so excited to write their names on everything. I know that was a big deal. So it's just so exciting.
It's those moments, and it kind of makes you emotional to think, you know, how many folks really stepped up this year for the News 3 Now viewing area, and the fact, how many kids are we going to be helping out this time around?
At least 550. We had 550 backpacks that we've packed, and that includes youth who are coming to all of our clubs to pick them up. Here, the McKenzie Regional Workforce Center, the McKenzie Family Center in Sun Prairie, Allied Family Center on Genuine, Taft Street Club. Kids are going to be coming today with their families from 5 to 7 p.m., participating in fun activities that we have going on in each of the clubs. And they'll walk away with a brand new backpack for school.
It's such a special moment for them. And they're going to be going into the first day of school with a smile, which is what we're all about.
Absolutely. We want everyone to have those supplies they need, you know, so that they can be prepared to do their work and participate actively in their classes on that first day back at school.
You know, you've been seeing that need, especially coming out of the pandemic. What are families, you know, really looking for right now, especially from the Boys and Girls Club?
They're just looking for a hand up. They're looking for some assistance that can help them as they maneuver through getting ready to go back to school. You know, the backpacks that we're providing, each one of these are probably at least a couple of $100s worth of supplies, let alone just the cost of a new backpack. So we're helping families save tremendously as they prepare for their youth to go back to school.
Yeah, and you've had some donations, just small donations, when folks are coming forward like, this is all I can do. But that's all that matters, is any little bit can help you guys big time.
Absolutely. Every box of crayons, every backpack, companies who have come out to help us. UW Athletics bought backpacks last week. All of those add up to those 550 that we're going to be able to give away today, this evening.
That is amazing. And of course, Boys and Girls Club, you guys are working all year round. Next, working into Coats for Kids. We're already talking about that. It's from one thing to the next. So if people are interested, you guys are always open to volunteers too.
Absolutely. All they need to do is go to our website, bgcdc.org, and they can look at the volunteer opportunities that we have coming up soon. Like you said, Coats for Kids is going to be starting here soon. Then we'll have Thanksgiving. We'll have our holiday extravaganza. We love partnering with you at Channel 3000. And so all of these things are things we do to just help families and to make their lives just a little bit brighter.
Yeah, and making them a lot brighter with all these backpacks. Laura Ford Harris, our News 3 Now This Morning contributor. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Josh.
You bet. Leah and Chris will send it back to you guys. Puts a smile on your face seeing how many kids we're going to be helping out for the 2023-24 school year.
Backpack looks good on you, Josh.
Yes, it does.
I'm saying. Thanks, Josh.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email.
Kelly Slifka's outside here at 6:15. Feeling humid out there yet?
Not yet. You know, it's actually a fairly comfortable morning. So if you have anything to get done today, probably best time to do it would be now up until about 11 o'clock. Because after that, we're likely to see that humidity go up, and obviously the temperatures will continue to climb as well. Now, we're talking about heat, and we've been talking about this for a while this week, and this will be the hottest temperatures we've had so far this season, and actually tomorrow might be the hottest temperature we've seen for years. We are looking at, I got some Canadian geese flying overhead here, so you can probably hear them. They're probably headed northbound anyway. If your car out in the heat can really heat up quickly. If the temperature is 95, it can rise 10 degrees, just about 10 degrees in 10 minutes and 30 degrees in 20 minutes. That's why it's always important to check your back seat, make sure you didn't leave your pets. And yes, I lived in Texas for a long time, and unfortunately, a lot of child deaths were caused because someone forgot that they had left their child in the back seat. 91 expected today. That is way above our average of 79. And look at the low we're expecting tonight. It's not going to be as comfortable as what we're seeing this morning. It's going to be in the upper 70s. So that's almost as warm as our average high for this time of the year. Heat advisory is going into effect today. That'll continue right through tonight, through 9 o'clock tonight, as that heat index gets into the upper 90s. Now, you notice off to the east, Juneau, Watertown, down toward Fort Atkinson, the heat index will likely stay below 90. They have a bit of a breeze coming in off Lake Michigan. Will keep temperatures a little bit cooler, but off to the west, that heat index along the Wisconsin River Valley near 100. Now, everybody, even into Dodge and Jefferson counties tomorrow, are under an excessive heat warning. They're not going to get the benefit of the Lake Michigan breeze coming in. The heat index tomorrow could be up to 105 to 110. We'll watch that on our future track. Even up to 110, even a little bit higher than that. So it's going to be dangerous heat come tomorrow. That's why we do have the first warn alert day today, tomorrow, right into a Thursday with that heat index tomorrow, 105 to 110. That dome of heat just sitting over the nation's midsection is nudging northward now. It will back off a little bit later Thursday, and then we'll definitely get into some cooler weather by the end of the week into the upcoming weekend. Temperatures back in the 70s. Right now it's 63 in the Dalles, 62 in Madison, so all of it's not too bad this morning across much of Dane County. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s. 60 right now in Rockdale, 61 in Stoughton. So watch our temperatures climb in the upper 80s, getting into the low 90s. Some areas to these, so as mentioned, Juneau and Watertown, maybe down toward Fort Atkinson, we'll get a little bit of a breeze, keeping it a little bit cooler. The rest of us are going to suffer with the heat. First warn forecast brings in the heat tomorrow, 99 with that heat index 105 to 110. 93 Thursday, still heat index above 100. Get a break on Friday with some storms expected, then cooler weather for the weekend.
After a 5-5 first season leading UW Platteville football, Ryan Munns is expecting bigger things this season. Experience-wise, his team has it. The Pioneers returned 10 starters on defense and 9 starters on offense, so the foundation of the program's culture has already been built. Now it's about putting their heads down and working on taking that next step, because Platteville put themselves back on the map with some big wins in 2022.
Year 2 is definitely the hardest because there's a baseline, right? We did just enough to put ourselves on the map and get people saying, okay, something's changing over there. Now it's time to go, and we don't want to be a good team because that was 5-5 last year. We want to be a great team, and in order to be a great team, we have to do X, Y, and Z.
We're so good, man. Our defense, our offense, we're both flying around. The intensity's definitely stepped up. We got a lot of guys coming back. We're really excited.
Platteville kicks off their season next Thursday night against Lakeland University in Plymouth, Wisconsin. Pioneers won the last meeting between the two back in 2019 by 27 points. Wisconsin is 11 days away from their season opener against Buffalo, and the preseason honors keep on coming for Braylon Allen. The Badger running back has been named a second-team preseason All-American by the AP. Allen led UW in rushing each of the last 2 seasons and is coming off back-to-back 1,000-yard performances. On the first day of training camp, Jonathan Taylor asked to be traded. Since then, the Colts and JT have been like this, opposite ends of each other. But now it appears the All-Pro running back and the Indianapolis Colts have found some common ground. ESPN is reporting that the franchise is willing to give Taylor what he wants and has given him the okay to seek a trade. Former Badger is entering his final year of his rookie contract and has said he's looking for a long-term deal. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thanks, Zach. Still ahead, could the American Shopping Mall be making a comeback? We'll have details on how they aren't just surviving, but thriving.
And as we had to break a look at gas prices this morning. Stay with us. News 3 Now This Morning is back after the break.
Your digital source for local news and info for 25 years. Channel 3000.
The last of summer will draw you in at Toyota's National Sales Event. It's like a magnet, but for people.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
You've got this. Whatever it is, you're ready for it. Your newly purchased defenses, top of the line. Your backup, backing up. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So if your new house still has some old tenants, we'll make sure your checking account won't be giving you any surprises. You've got this with Associated Bank.
Hi, it's Preston from Window World, your locally owned and nationally known remodeler. Experience customer care and appreciation like you deserve with a family-owned small business located right here in Madison.
Let us prove to you that comfort and quality are affordable with any size double-hung window installed starting at $608.
For the best windows, the best install, and the best price, call Window World today.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobuson Buses. Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, what are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
The last of summer will draw you in at Toyota's National Sales Event. It's It's like a magnet, but for people.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
We want to thank Barb for sending this butterfly picture in. Where do we land on for what kind of butterfly this is?
Several viewers reached out. I want to thank Linda. And who reached out to you, Shane?
No, Linda reached out to
Linda.
me. Yes.
Okay. Several people reached out, though, and said this is a yellow swallowtail. We called it a monarch.
Yes.
They look similar.
Little mistaken, but that's okay. We tried our best.
Hey, we teach you stuff here on News 3 Now this morning,
And
from birds to butterflies.
We also learn.
That's true.
From our viewers.
That's very true.
Yes.
Not afraid to admit when we make a mistake.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Not a
Barb.
monarch.
Shane's here with the trending story of the day.
All right,
Shane.
guys, I love this one today because American shopping malls, they might not be dead after all. Malls appear to be adapting to a new retail environment, and in many cases with really good success. A new market analysis reveals many malls now report strong occupancy levels along with bigger crowds, get this, than before the pandemic.
Wow.
The study,
okay. I would have guessed that.
Right?
Sure.
Now, the study points to retailers' marketing through both physical and online presence as a major factor in mall growth. I mean, this footage might be from 2006, but I think...
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's really cool that malls are kind of making a comeback. I mean, you know, people online shop for everything nowadays, but there is something about going to a mall, getting an Annie Ann's pretzel and shopping your little heart away.
Orange Julius.
There you go.
Right. They're just...
Oh, that sounds delicious.
They're just not the same.
No, but people are still going, and better crowds than before the pandemic, that's saying something.
Okay, I propose a News 3 Now this morning walking club. We'll become mall walkers, boys.
Let's do it. We
Get
can
in
discuss all the birds and butterflies.
I'll get back to you on that one. We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Skip the wait. Get your kids' glasses made the same day, only at Stanton Optical.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines with unlimited data for just $90 total.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
4 lines for $90 a month, plus 4 free phones. US Cellular, built for us.
I know what it's like to perform through pain. If you're like me, one of the millions suffering from pain caused by migraine, Nurtec ODT may help. It's the only medication that can treat a migraine when it strikes and prevent migraine attacks. Treat and prevent all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
We're in this together. Talk to a doctor about Nurtec ODT.
We're doing everything we can to reduce our carbon footprint.
We are 100% employee-owned.
We are Barnes.
Landscape design can be overwhelming. Our experienced residential landscape designers work together with you to make any vision come to life. Welcome to Barnesville. From planting to tree and shrub pruning, seeding to sodding, mowing to mulching, and everything in between. Discover the Barnes difference. Get started at barnesinc.net.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one, get one free ends Labor Day. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
At Bergstrom Automotive, you'll never pay above manufactured suggested retail price. That'd be like bringing a sword to a dinosaur fight. Silly. That would be silly. Yes, you'll always pay fair market price and never above MSRP. If you're tired of hearing no, join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom for the yes.
At Stanton Optical, you get great value on eye care, including contacts. Right now, get a 1-year supply of AccuView Oasis and an eye exam for only $189. Scan now to book your eye exam. Yay, technology.
Right now, the potential for triple-digit temperatures this week. Ways to stay cool on a budget and warnings from the DOT.
Plus, we have an update to a police officer facing criminal charges. Prosecutors say the shooting was reckless. We'll have the response from the defense.
And here's your first look outside this morning. Kelly has the details on this first of several alert days.
Yeah, we do have the alert days. Right now, it's not too bad, but we do have a heat advisory in effect going into this afternoon, and then excessive heat warnings tomorrow. We'll see where those temperatures will end up coming up.
It's going to be so hot this week, folks. You won't believe the stuff that we're going to tell you to do here coming up in just a little bit.
We are talking about hitting triple digits for the first time in a decade or more. This is actually dangerous, Kelly.
Well, especially tomorrow. That's the day I'm concerned with. You know, anybody that has to work outside, you know, it's just going to be brutal. Today we have the heat advisory. It's still going to be bad enough today with the temperatures climbing into the low 90s, the heat index in the upper 90s this afternoon. So if you are working outside, if you're going to be doing any outdoor activities, make sure you take a lot of breaks, try to stay in the shade as much as possible, and obviously drink plenty of water today. Now, heat advisory today. Tomorrow, though, excessive heat warnings across all of southern Wisconsin. This is going to be some very dangerous heat. We're talking about the heat index approaching 110. Some locations might be even a little bit higher than that when you factor in the temperature and that humidity for tomorrow. We do have 3 alert days, one today for the heat advisory, excessive heat warning tomorrow where that heat index could approach 110 as the actual temperature gets up near 100. We haven't had 100 since 2012 when we actually had 4 of them, so that was a very warm summer. This will continue through Thursday, so we've got several days of some high heat. Not bad this morning. We've got this easterly wind, and I tell you what, eastern counties today, it's not going to be too bad. Over there in Juneau, Watertown, down toward Fort Atkinson, a little bit of a lake breeze coming in off of Michigan will keep temperatures down. We're likely to be hitting the low 90s here in Madison, areas to the west. Sunshine throughout the day, temperatures climbing through the 80s, should be topping out very close to 90. Noticing it's a little bit cooler off to the east where they get that lake effect breeze. Heat index up to the upper 90s to near 100 today as we get up to a 91 this afternoon with hazy sunshine. More on that heat for tomorrow and see how long it will last coming up.
Oof. All right, Kelly Slifka, thanks for that first warn. Hey, you heard Kelly, that heat can be dangerous. We have some advice to make sure you stay cool and keep that air conditioner running smooth.
So all morning long, Shane has been telling us that we should be putting dry rice and beans into a sock and then put it into the freezer to cool down.
If you don't have an AC.
If you don't have an air conditioner. So we've switched gears now. And we're going to let you know how to keep that AC of yours running smoothly. What do you got for us, Shane?
Yeah, a little bit of a pivot here, but this is also just as useful. So if you have an air conditioner and you need to keep it going, we have a few tips for you to make sure it's running the best that it can. Number 1, don't turn down your thermostat too much. It won't actually make your AC cool your home any quicker. It will only make it work harder. Number 2, open up your vents. Try to keep vents and registers around your home open to give the air an unobstructed path. Number 3, change that filter. A fresh filter will go a long way to making sure your house gets cool. And number 4, make sure your unit is clean. If it's dirty, the airflow through the unit can get blocked. Outside and inside the unit, make sure it's clean. Now, if you don't have an air conditioning unit and you need a place to go cool off today or in the next few days, there are plenty of cooling centers across our area. We've got a full list up on channel3000.com. And if you look at the bottom of your screen, the rolling ticker as well has a full list of those cooling centers. So some good advice here because these next 3 days are going to be hot.
I don't know, I kind of prefer the sock full of beans to a working air conditioner.
Yeah, I've been saying all morning, as long as it's a clean sock.
Hey, whatever works to cool off.
That's true.
Do what you got to do. If it's a raw ribeye right on your forehead, do it. I don't care. but make sure you stay cool because it is going to be hot.
Thanks, Jade.
Giving us salmonella over here. Hey, we have a first warned traffic note for you. As the temperatures go up, so does the risk for pavement buckling. That has the Wisconsin DOT warning drivers to keep an eye out. When it's hot, road pavement slabs expand and push against one another. So this is more likely to happen this week because of that heat. If the pressure is too much, the pavement buckles. The DOT says slow down, watch for slowing traffic because it could mean that workers are repairing the road. And if you see serious pavement issues, you should report them. The best way to do that is to just call 911.
It's going to be a tough week for high school athletes practicing outside. Check this out, though. New artificial turf at Mansfield Stadium at Memorial High School is designed to keep players cool. It has some special technology to keep temps down 20 to 30 degrees compared to like blacktop. Teams from Madison West and Val Phillips Memorial use Mansfield Stadium.
This is the start of 3 alert days in a row with those dangerously high heat indices. Keep an eye on temperatures and on any traffic impacts due to buckling or anything else over on our First Warn weather and traffic app all week long.
We are keeping an eye on Centennial Olympic Park in Atlanta, Georgia this morning through earthcam.com. A couple of blocks away, former President Donald Trump says he will voluntarily surrender Thursday at the Fulton County Courthouse. This is for those felony counts related to trying to overturn the 2020 election. His arraignment is still scheduled for Friday. Mr. Trump will have to post a $200,000 bond. He will also have some social media restrictions regarding direct or indirect threats to witnesses or co-defendants.
Leaders at 2 UW universities are making changes as enrollment drops and financial challenges mount. UW-Platteville is facing a nearly $10 million shortfall. UW-Parkside says it's short by $4 million. University leaders say they'll address those deficits through layoffs and furloughs. UW-Parkside is planning to cut department budgets campus-wide by 10%.
New teachers and staff with MMSD getting ready to head back to the classroom. 250 of them just went through orientation yesterday. Teachers got their computers, completed some paperwork, got their badges. Some brand new to the profession, while some veteran educators are moving to MMSD.
We have told them this morning that teaching is the most important profession, and it is also one of the hardest. So our teachers know that they are in this for the long haul, and they're in it because they matter more than anybody else in these kids' school experience right now.
After they got their computers and badges, they went to their new schools to meet the principals and get acquainted with their new buildings.
New this morning, several counties across southern Wisconsin will have more access to high-speed internet. It's all thanks to a new USDA loan. The Department of Agriculture handing out $28 million to the Reedsburg Utility Commission. The new network that the commission will create is expected to help nearly 10,000 people. That includes 8 educational facilities, 300 businesses, 700 farms. Richland, Dane, Iowa, Juneau, and Sauk counties will all be impacted.
6:36 now. A state law enforcement agent will stand trial next March for shooting Quadron Wilson. Mark Wagner is charged with endangering the public when he fired on Wilson as part of an arrest operation involving multiple agencies. The trial is scheduled now for March 18th through the 29th. Now, Wilson was in his car when multiple law enforcement agencies attempted to arrest him on drug charges. Wagner, who was first in line in a string of agents approaching the car, is accused of firing into the vehicle carelessly, putting the public in danger. Wagner's defense team, though, argues that Wagner used deadly force because he believed Wilson was shooting at him. But a gun was never found in Wilson's car or on Wilson.
Developing news. Police in Fitchburg are investigating a murder-suicide that left a man and a woman dead. It happened Saturday afternoon, starting with a welfare check at a home on Rimrock Road, about half a mile south of the Align Energy Center. There, officers found the bodies of a 39-year-old woman and a 38-year-old man. Autopsies show the woman died from multiple gunshot wounds. The man died from a single self-inflicted gunshot. Police say the two had a relationship and were living together at the time.
Nissan just issued a big recall because drivers may lose control of the cars. The recall is for 2020 through 2022 Sonatas. The issue is a front suspension rod that can bend on certain impact, like hitting a curb. And once that happens, the driver can lose their ability to steer. Nissan will send letters to owners in October inviting them to have their cars inspected if they experience any steering issues. Then, when replacement parts become available in the winter, Owners will be allowed to get their parts replaced.
Okay, it's 6:38. Coming up after the break, approval for a new vaccine to protect newborns. What parents need to know about it.
And we do have some of the hottest temperatures we've seen for several years across the area. Therefore, we do have First Warn alert days. We'll see how high those temperatures will go. The First Warn forecast coming up.
And we asked, you answered. We're talking about our continuing coverage of the News 3 Now Back to School Drive and when we're going to be handing out all these backpacks to local kids in the 608.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains. Designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Summer is ending, but the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. With 6, 12, 30, and 60-month financing options and new everyday low prices on my highly rated furniture, mattresses, and more. So join the fun at my summer send-off celebration.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is taking you beyond the barometer. Email your weather-related questions to firstwarn@wisctv.com, and our team of meteorologists will give you the answers on News 3 Now, live at 4.
News 3 Now brings you team coverage of the first Republican presidential debate.
We'll have live reports from Milwaukee and full debate analysis.
Campaign 2024 GOP presidential debate coverage. Wednesday on your local election headquarters. News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back at 6:42. There's good news for parents this morning on the Health Watch. The FDA is greenlighting a new vaccine to protect newborns against RSV. Pregnant moms can now receive the vaccine. It's made by Pfizer. It provides protection to babies once they're born. The shot is 82% effective at preventing severe RSV in newborns. It lasts for right around 6 months.
6:42, Kelly Slifka's out there on the patio where we're going to feel some really humid temperatures today, Kelly.
Yeah, you know, if you have anything to get done, and maybe you're going to go on a run today or a bike ride or walk the dog out, try to get it done this morning because it's going to be starting to turn quite humid this afternoon. And as we look at our excessive heat risk, especially tomorrow, the green line is today, Tuesday. We're going to see that get into the moderate category with heat indices in the upper 90s, maybe getting close to 100. But look at tomorrow. That blue line goes into the extreme category. That heat index tomorrow up close to 110. That's very dangerous to be doing any outdoor activities for any duration. Thursday, it backs off a little bit, but still in the high category. So next several days are going to be a concern. We've got the heat advisory today. Right now, it's not bad this morning. It won't be until we get closer to the noon hour that you're really going to start to feel that humidity come up. And it's basically from Dane County areas to the west. That'll be in effect today. Heat index today climbing in the upper 90s. Now, it won't be as bad to the east in Dodge and Jefferson counties, Watertown, Juneau, probably in the upper 80s. A little bit of effect from the Lake Michigan, a breeze coming in. But off to the west, some of those river valleys could be talking about heat index up close to 100. You're not going to get the effects of the lake breeze tomorrow, unfortunately, for areas to the east. All of southern Wisconsin will have a southerly wind, and that's going to really put that heat index up there closer to a 110. Dangerous heat. In fact, some locations could see that heat index get even above 110 tomorrow afternoon, something we haven't seen for quite a few years. The last time our actual temperature got up to 100 in Madison was back in 2012. Therefore, we do have first warn alert days today, tomorrow, and Thursday, with the hottest day, the dangerous heat really coming in tomorrow afternoon. But we are looking at the extreme heat to continue throughout the next several days. So this will be a long duration event, at least several days of it. So make sure you stay hydrated, take plenty of breaks. We kind of know the rule here. Wear light colored clothing, stay in the shade. Don't forget to check on the elderly as well. Even though they may have AC, you never know if it just kind of stops. So make sure you check on them. And obviously the pets need some help as well with this extreme heat that we're expecting. Not bad this morning, 62 in Madison, Janesville 64. Across Dane County, everybody in the lower 60s, 61 right now in Stoughton and Rockdale at 60. So not bad this morning. As we go through the morning hours, you're going to start to see that humidity come up. Low 80s early this afternoon, topping out close to 90. Lower 90s expected off to the west, while off to the east, they're getting that lake breeze into Watertown and Juneau, so temperatures only in the 80s today. First warn forecast brings in those alert days the next 3 days. The top day will be tomorrow, 99, flirting with 100 for some. Overnight lows are going to be oppressive too, so not bad this morning, but look at these lows, only in the upper 70s. We back off the heat on Friday with that chance of showers and storms, and then much cooler weather for the upcoming weekend.
All right, Kelly Slifka with that first warn. We appreciate it, Kelly. 6:45, we're in the 608 this morning with continuing coverage of our News 3 Now Back to School Drive.
Exciting times ahead. Josh Breiter is live at the Boys and Girls Club this morning to tell us how they're going to be handing out all the stuff that you guys at home have been donating. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Now we're live at the McKenzie Regional Workforce Center, one of the handout locations that will be happening tonight. Look at these cute little backpacks that we got. They're just the cutest. Hanging out with Laura Ford Harris, our News 3 Now this morning contributor by now of the Boys and Girls Club. And we were able to get, what, 550 backpacks donated this year.
Absolutely. So our youth in this community, ages 2.5 to 24, are going to have a lot of the supplies they need to be prepared to go back to school this year. Look at this preschool backpack.
They're so adorable.
Oh my gosh, little scissors. Fiskars came through and donated a whole box of scissors for us to be able to give away this year.
You know, every little donation mattered, and it came in all shapes and sizes this year.
Absolutely. We had individuals who came with their kids and just dropped off a few folders. We had families that unloaded their car. And it was so exciting to have them also take those items and put them on the bus themselves, so they knew firsthand that the supplies they were bringing were going to go to youth in this community.
Yeah, just getting a glimpse of a handful of the backpacks at this location. Obviously, you guys are handing them out at all the Boys and Girls Clubs across Dane County later today.
Yes, absolutely. We'll be here at the McKenzie Regional Workforce Center in Fitchburg. We'll be at the Allied Family Center on Genuine Drive, the Taft Street Club on Taft Street, and the McKenzie Family Center, easy for me to say, in Sun Prairie from 5 to 7 p.m. this evening at our open houses, and giving away school supplies for all the youth and families who come through.
You know, it's pretty amazing to see when we ask this community to help out, they come full force.
They do. It was so amazing. You know, each morning we were out there starting at 4 a.m. until 6 p.m. Families came through all day long and dropped off supplies, everything from our wish list, things that everyone needed to go back to school.
You know, and you're working with these kids every single day, and you realize that it is the little things that can make the brightest difference in these kids' lives.
Absolutely. You know, getting ready to go back to school, like you shared, you loved having folders and being organized. So this helps the students be organized when they go back to school. Even our preschool backpacks have crayons, paper pencils, pencil cases, so that when they go back to preschool, they're ready too.
You know, it's all about personality. I always say, you know, be yourself, kids. That's what it is. But it all starts with as simple as just these backpacks right in in front of you.
Absolutely. So, you know, kids can go through the backpacks that they get. They'll write their names on them. They'll decide, you know, which subjects the folders are going to be for. It really helps them to be prepared and look forward to go back to school and having all the supplies they need to be successful.
So registration has already filled up this year, but if folks are looking for more opportunities, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
At this point, you would go on bgcdc.org, and if we have any additional supplies, we'll let the community know. Right now, we already have a waiting list, and we'll be contacting those folks if we have any additional supplies left over after our pickup today.
It's just good to see how successful this year turned out to be.
Absolutely, and we couldn't have done it without you, without Leah, all the amazing people over at Channel 3000. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Mark, for being here. Midwest Financial, Metcalf's Markets, Kindness Bank, Midwest Financial, all of those partners who came together to make this a huge success.
So many people, we can't thank them enough.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Laura Ford Harris. We appreciate it this morning. Guys, if you'd like to learn more about what you can do to help out the Boys and Girls Club, you can go to this story at channel3000.com. We're going to send it back to you guys because I'm a little dinosaur with this heavy backpack on.
How does he come up with these? Came out of nowhere.
That was a good one.
Oh, Josh Breiter, hey, thank Laura
That's all
for us.
photojournalist Mark Schilling. I can't take the credit for that one.
That was good. Please thank Laura for us. She has done so much for this back-to-school drive. She's waking up early. She's pulling 12-hour days. We so appreciate that partnership. Josh, thank you.
Hard-working woman right here.
That's for sure.
Hey, don't forget, Josh is always looking for inspirational stories to share. Email them or find them on social media for a chance to be featured.
Okay, it is 6:50. Coming up in the morning sprint, protests planned in Milwaukee ahead of the debate, where they'll be and what their message is.
First, we want to say happy birthday to Aspen, Liam, and all the kids turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Create the ultimate backyard getaway with 11% off everything at Menards. We have the best selection of decking, blocks, grills, and outdoor furniture to transform your yard from ordinary to extraordinary. Add the perfect finishing touch to your patio with your choice of flowers. Just $4.99 after rebate. Then cozy up in those cool summer nights. The 26-inch Madison Square Fire Pit is just $79.99. And 6-light LED flicker flame string lights are $4.98 each after 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Watch News 3 Now at 6 with Eric, Charlotte, Gary, and Zach. Weeknights.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
A live look at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee ahead of the first GOP presidential debate scheduled for tomorrow night. The RNC making a late-night announcement on the complete list of 8 candidates who will take the stage. Most notably, of course, Donald Trump will not be there. He's posting a pre-taped interview with Tucker Carlson on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Protesters will be marching to Fiserv Forum tomorrow. One group, the Coalition to March on the RNC 2024, says the party's presidential hopefuls represent the primary enemies of the working class. The group says tomorrow's protest is family-friendly and just a prelude to a bigger protest planned for next July when Milwaukee hosts the Republican National Convention.
A law enforcement agent will stand trial next March in the case of the shooting of Quadron Wilson. DCI agent Mark Wagner is charged with endangering the public when he shot Wilson as part of an arrest. Wilson was in his car when police agencies boxed him in and tried to arrest him on drug charges. Wagner is accused of firing into the car recklessly.
The universities of Wisconsin, Parkside and Platteville announcing some layoffs and furloughs. This is amid declines in enrollment and a cut in funding for the UW system. UW system president Jay Rothman says the announcements are disappointing and unfortunate, yet not unexpected.
The State Patrol will be extra vigilant in Rock County this week. Heads up, literally aerial enforcement is planned for I-39 there starting today. Pilots will be watching traffic from the skies. They'll radio to troopers on the ground if they spot a traffic violation. Enforcement also planned for I-43 in Walworth County. That's tomorrow.
3 people recovering after suffering some severe burns after a food truck exploded. It happened last night in Sheboygan. Authorities say the victims required life support. They also say it looks like the explosion was caused by a gas leak. The incident happened at a park that hosts food trucks on Mondays.
Good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. Not a bad start to the morning. If you have any outdoor activities, try to get it done now because temperatures are fairly comfortable, but it will change as we get in the afternoon. Heat advisories in effect for this afternoon. Heat index upper 90s, maybe close to 100. Tomorrow, everybody has a excessive heat warning. That'll be seeing that heat index potentially getting up to 105 to 110. Today, mostly sunny skies. We climb quickly through the 80s, should be topping out low 90s. Maybe a little bit cooler in Juneau and Watertown due to a lake breeze coming in off of Lake Michigan. But in Madison, expecting a high of 91, heat index in the upper 90s. Heat index tomorrow, 105 to 110. We do have alert days right through Thursday.
We keep tracking those alert days coming up in another news and weather update in half an hour.